Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic Kahtide online stream. Hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are. It's Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I stream Wednesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. So please hit the follow or hit the subscribe button and make sure to tune in. You'll be notified if you do. You can also catch me on all the usual social media sites. You can catch me on Tumblr, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Instagram. I have a Discord as well. All those links should be scrolling by, as well as my video game development website, Sav Development. Go check it out at salvedevelopment.com. That's the place to be. I have a bunch of work up there, a bunch of posts that are free for people to check out, and there's also a Patreon, so if you feel like contributing and helping out with my development costs, that would be super appreciated. We're playing a new game today, and I'm excited to get into it. We're playing... Oh god. I didn't realize I had my mouse over the thing, and it's showing my peaking levels. Look at that. You can see boing, 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 boing. Isn't that fun? Anyway, we are playing a new game today. It is called Graveyard Keeper. Look at that. Hello. I've been playing a little bit of it, and it's been a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm moving my mic here. It's been a lot of fun, and I wanted to share a little bit of it with you. Also, I always do this. Here, we're gonna put the music back up. Maybe not that much. It's a little too much. That's better. Okay. It was a little too kooky. Graveyard Keeper. So we're a graveyard keeper, basically. That's what we are. And yeah, we get isekai'd into this magical world full of dead people. And it's so much fun. So let's get into it. It's a lot of fun. It's very exciting. We're going to get ourselves a new slot. We're going to see what all this hubbub is about. Hope you've been doing well wherever and whenever you are, my friends. It's an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying home, where someone very important is waiting for him. Even in everyday routine, there's a place for loving and feeling loved. Especially when you know that someone misses you. It's a pretty lady! No! But you got hit by a car because you were too busy staring at a pretty lady. That's me, okay. I'm Beardy Man. What happened? Where is everything?
Calm down. You've merely turned a page in your life. A whole new chapter awaits you ahead.
But I need to go home. Can I go home?
There is always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard.
Does that mean I'm dead?
It means you're a graveyard keeper now.
But I need to go home to my love.
Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Jerry. He'll help you sort everything out.
Who? What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Jerry. This must be our home. Got a bed, a chest, a cabinet that doesn't open, a thing to cook with. We can make berry juice. Another chest, a place to cook food. Looks like a good place to work on making my home cozy. Then maybe I can finally stop dreaming about this skull. Hatch is closed for now. Ah, what a lovely home. Place for wood logs. Place for stones. Can't do that right now. Let's dig up Jerry. Holy sod, I'm a skull! Are you Jerry?
Why would you think I'm Jerry?
A man with a red eye told me that I need to dig up Jerry.
A red eye, I remember. Oh, sod.
That's right, I'm Jerry. How did you find me? The man told me that you'd answer all my questions.
Good. But first, let me ask you, who are you and where sod are we?
I must be dreaming. None of this can be real.
You're the new graveyard keeper. What else do I remember? Let me think.
I remember that sound. Let's go check it out. Everything is so strange. None of this makes sense. I definitely remember that bell. And a donkey. Something is very wrong with that animal. He could be dangerous. You know, I think it'll be better if I wait for you here. I might scare the poor thing. The donkey. You've unlocked a new technology and got Donkeys of the World Unite. That's my blueprint. Got a fresh corpse from the town. Wow, a talking donkey. You can understand me. Let's talk. Who are you? Cheap labor. This card isn't mine, so I have to work for the capitalist bastard who owns it. Bats. And I only earn 5 carrots a day. The situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? The bastard pretends he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyway, I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one, and I'll bring you a new one. What a strange land this is. Oh, there's a body. I guess it is a graveyard, huh? Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. What for? I feel like we should take it to the morgue. I don't remember why exactly, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fun and might be profitable. Oh, I am going to puke. Let's do it. Use E to pick up and drop large objects. So if you can't tell by now, it's kind of a little bit like Stardew Valley, but different. Start, I feel like this feels like home. Put the body on the autopsy table over there. Then, what's next? Oh yes, slice some flesh from the corpse. That should be good for starters. What? No way! This isn't right. Sure, it's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where you are? Is it right that I am a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut the sod up and do what I tell you. You promise you'll tell me how to get home? You just need to trade the meat in the village tavern for a beer. Talking skulls never lie. And then bring the beer to me. Okay. So we have new blueprints and first slice. So we unlock technology. That's how we do this game. So we have a preparation place, we have a pallet, and we can extract flesh now. Alright. So we have flesh. We can study these things later, but for now that's not available to us. We're trimming the flesh. Oh my god. So we've unlocked Meat Fiesta. We can create burgers, we can create sandwich, and we can create baked meat. That's disgusting. You'll get used to it. So what should I do with the corpse? I don't know, let's bury it. Take the corpse, I'll wait for you in the graveyard. He's just like, I don't give a shit. Eat him, don't eat him, I don't care. This must be the graveyard then. Here we go. Let's bury it. Use the blueprint desk at the graveyard. Mark a site for the grave, then dig it with your shovel. Carefully put the body, or what remains of it, in the grave. Bury, decorate. Warning, do not use goat skulls and upside-down stars for decoration. I will not. I will be careful. But now we have a shovel. We can set up our grave site. I guess that would probably be the best one. This looks a little uneven. Try and even it out. It looks like a parallelogram now. So you dig, dig, dig. You put the corpse in the hole, and then you bury the corpse. And boom! Nicely done. This burial certificate. I remember. Money, alcohol. Alcohol. I sure used to like it a lot. Oh, sod. Here comes the bishop. He's your boss. Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should know something. I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morgue waiting for my beer. Dear me, I'm so tired. Why? Why do I have to come here every week? Hello. He's so fancy looking. Oh dear, the new keeper. We've been expecting him for 30 years, but he pretends there's nothing wrong. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. There is no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix it. So we have things like locations. We have the name and we have information about it. They want you to repair graves to increase the graveyard's overall quality. You'll probably need special resources to do that. We can also make wooden markers to mark grave sites. As soon as your graveyard quality is at least 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every... So there's different days here, but I call this one Sunday. In fact, I come here every Sunday. Maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? Why is it you come here? It's part of my duty. The unpleasant part. It's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. Oh, sorry. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his might and glory. I have one tiny question. What is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. Cool. And we've got a new technology, Bishop's Choice. I'm not the keeper. I was going home from work. I need to go home. There's a talking skull. He's forced me to butcher a corpse. Ha ha ha! A fine joke. I'm a humorist myself. Here's one. Who is BB? Who? I am! Ha ha! I don't get it. Blessed and beautiful. I'll laugh. Ha ha ha. How can I fix the graveyard? Just repair all the graves. It wouldn't even take me even an hour, but it's your job. He's just telling us the same thing. He's telling us the same thing here. Is your payment for laying our brethren to rest. It's all part of an ancient contract between the town and the village. As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. Oh god, this seems too complicated to be a dream. About the town. Oh, the town is the heart of our glorious land. The palace, the cathedral, everything is there. You should see it for yourself. But in those clothes, that would be rather funny. How can I get to the town? It's not far from the village. Just head south from the tavern. And where's this village? Just go east from the graveyard gate along the stone road. Okay, no more questions. If you run out of repair kits while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. Ah, technologies here. So, to craft new items, you'll need to unlock the relevant technology. This costs tech points. Press tab to open the technology tree. Red points represent your handcrafting skills and your ability to work with materials. Green points represent your knowledge about the nature of things and nature itself. Blue points represent your spiritual knowledge of the immaterial world. You'll get your first blue point at the study table in the church basement. You can earn points simply by doing anything. Also, you get points by studying new items at a special table. Cool. So now we have the concept of stone. We've unlocked that. You can collect a small piece of stone from a small rock or get a huge piece from a big one. Now we have timber as well, so small tree felling and getting sticks. We can do those. We only have 1 green point, so we don't have anything to spend yet, but we can start spending stuff soon. Look at all this. We've got rusty axe, pickaxe, and hammer, 4 wood kits, 4 stone kits. You can actually just grab them like that too. So we will equip. All the tools are already auto-equipped, which is nice. So let's get started. Easy peasy. So we're currently at a -29. Or -28, I should say. We're just gonna pull up some of these roots, some of these dead bushes, get the sticks, get the points, you know how it is. It's very Stardew Valley in that way. We're cleaning up this old, neglected property, and we're gonna try and make it a thriving little place. There's farming. Obviously the corpses are the big attraction, so we have to bury them, and we also extract a lot of things out of them, which we can either use for materials or we can sell, which is very grotesque, but you get used to it, like the skull says. Here we're gonna do some quick repairs. I'll just spend these kits really quick. Thing is, we're running out of juice. We only have a limited amount of energy, and in order to get more, we have to sleep or eat food. And we don't have much food right now, so we're going to have to probably sleep soon once we get this work done. This is going to be a multi-day process, but as we get better, we'll have more food on hand, and we'll have an easier time of it. In fact, we could probably go do that right now. I can show you a quick trick if you want to get started fast. This is something I had to learn over time, but I can show it to you right now. I can show you a few things. So this is the morgue. We just came out of there. It's where the bodies go. Eventually that chute down here is going to get fixed. And then the bodies will just go straight there instead of on the ground. This is our house. I don't know if we have access to this just yet, but over here... Oh, we do. We have access to this top area here. So this is where the old apiary used to be. You can see there's some beehives here. There's also a lot of berries here, so we can take that. This will need to be cleared out later when we have new technologies. We don't have berry technologies yet. Can we unlock it? Let's see, because there's a bunch of tabs here for different things you can learn. Doesn't look like I have it yet, so we're probably going to have to avoid that, but we can probably shake these trees. Yep, there we go. So this honey is really good. It's full of energy. It'll allow you to do a whole hell of a lot. I'm going to grab these now. Oh shit. So you can get hurt sometimes by monsters, so we need to be careful of that. I'm trying to get away from them. There we go. It is nighttime currently, so that is a problem. But now we have all of this honey, and if we go to our inventory, it looks like we only have 2, so that's actually not that great, but that'll actually probably semi-fill up what we have here. So we're back at half energy. So now we can try and do a bit more fixing before we go to bed. But as you can see, this place is a fucking state. It's a state. It is a state. And he's still here. He's just hanging out. Looking at himself. You know how it is. Alright. Well, things are starting to look a bit more ship-shape, and I'm gonna... Oh, there it goes. But, I'm gonna start running out of kits here pretty soon. In fact, I think that was my last kit. Yep, that's it. So, we're up to -9, which is good. That's a lot of progress. Time to go to bed. We have a lot of work ahead of us. But with some of my experience and savvy, we should be able to get through this pretty quickly. We also have all these bushes to clear out too. We're going to have to set up our house as a manufacturing facility, basically. A cottage industry. Because the thing is, there's nowhere to buy headstones. There's nowhere to buy any of this tile or any of this shit. Uh-oh. I'm so refreshed. This is not good. Not good at all. Who do you think you are? I'm the new graveyard keeper. Hooray, a kipper. Wow, I've been here for, how long? I'm Yorick. I'm so lonely. Poor me. It's too bad you're here. Wait, no, on the contrary, I'm very glad to see you. But we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. We'd really like to have a new neighbor instead. That sounds like something you could help us with? I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, actually. Jerry only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick, and he's Jerry. Funny. Ah, the half-dead skull, that jealous bastard. Haha. He can only dream of what a peaceful rest we're having. Who am I kidding? It's terrible here. Especially that guy down in the lower right corner grave. He's so mean! Could you just get rid of him? Just dig him up and throw him in the river. I can even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. What license? Not such a dummy. To dig up a corpse, you need a license. The old keeper used to buy them through the mailbox near the church. Oh, really? Well, that tells us something. Also, there's this thing here. I don't know what it's pointing to. I think it's pointing to the town. But why don't we help Yorick out? Maybe we should... I never got a chance to do this in my first game. Maybe we should help Yorick out by exhuming the body of the lower right inhabitant right there and disposing of him in the river or something. Let's see what happens, huh? Alright, let's go. I'm sure the ghost will love this. How do I get him into the river? That's the real question. Oh, there we go. Throw the body. What do you think you're doing here? Ghost asked me to get rid of this body. So what, now you're just gonna do everything he asks? Not like he can do anything to you, he's disembodied. Whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course, I never do anything like that, because we're friends. But you get my point, right? Anyway, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. How can I burn a body? You know what? You're one of those guys who looks a lot smarter than they actually are. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about. You need fire and some wood. Haha. It's a bit tricky to make the whole thing burn to ash. Where can I burn it? You need a nice quiet place, like the place I use for my meditation. Across the road from the mortuary entrance near the cliff. Do you know where that river leads? The river. Somewhere down to the town, I think. Uh-oh. Each important character who the Graveyard Keeper meets will appear on the character screen. The character's relation from 0 to 100 is shown below the character. The tasks related to the character are listed to the right of the character. Some services require a certain level of smiley faces. Alright. We've learned something now. Oh, and he's gone. Well, we won't do that again. But I figured that would come up. It would be like a little education situation. But in my first playthrough, I didn't do that, because I was like, obviously not. Why would I do that? You can't just dump a body. That's illegal. You can't do that. Anyway, do we have access to anything yet? Let's see. I want to get berries and stuff. I don't know how to get berries yet. But let's just go, let's do our things first. What's going on with this dude? By the order of the Great Inquisitor, this path is closed until, well, that's the symbol for Mars, so I'm going to call it Mars Day. Till Mars Day. I do think it's cute they have their own names and they don't name them. They just give a little symbol. See? You can see the symbols right here. So that's, it's currently, I would say, Venus Day. I don't know what this one is, but this one's when the merchant comes, so I call this one like a coin day, bull day, moon day, sun day, and Mars Day is what I call them. Oh, hello. You wanna be loved by me? Shaluba dooba wawa. I love her. She's so funny. You've unlocked a new technology and got Miss Char Monroe. Hi. What do you want? I am a graveyard keeper and I want to ask you some questions. I see. You know how many times a day I hear that same mumbling? I have no time for you, little man. Come back when you have more faith in yourself. But... ciao. Hail, friend. Can I have a moment? What did Miss Charm tell you? Literally to go away. Always so classy. She would never talk to just anyone. I'm not just anyone. I'm the local graveyard keeper. Soon to be prior of the local church. How primitive. I'm a well-known poet in certain small circles. My name is Wagner. One day I'll read my poem to her and then we'll... First, I need to write it, and I'm catastrophically out of paper and ink. Maybe you can get me some? Alright, I guess we have a new task. We have the journalist feature. Hold on, I forgot to read that. Sorry. But I'm going to ask him where to find the paper and ink. You may have some of it in your church, or you can make it. I'm just not used to manual labor, but a skillful man such as you can surely do it easily. You could get some from the old astrologer. He used to go to the lighthouse every moon day. He was my supplier before we had this ridiculous fight. Uh-oh. What kind of fight? He's old and mad, whereas I've been studying for almost 3 years at the town university. Can you believe he turned out to be an idiot? He told me that the Earth is round! What nonsense! Actually, it is round. Oh god, you should definitely meet him. The mad astrologer and the graveyard keeper, 2 wise men. That could make for a pretty funny poem. The astrologer must be the smartest man around. Maybe he'll be able to help me get back home. Ask about the lighthouse. It's on a cliff to the east of the village. It hasn't seen active use for a while. Bless the dead horse for staying open. One day I'll write a poem about this place. Maybe even a couple lines about you. I'm sure. Journalist, you notice the little things about people. Put these things together and you have a story. Sometimes you can get stories from dialogues. Well, isn't that fun? There's a bunch of other people here. This guy. Bad luck, not today.
Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I'm Horadric. How can I help you?
I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today and things have been crazy since then.
I'm sorry. How could I not have recognized you? Good, this is good. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church?
I need to fix the graveyard first.
Sure. It's been a while since anybody took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you?
About this burial certificate. The bishop told me that you would buy my burial certificates.
Yes, he's right. As the head of the village, according to the ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Of course, only if I have any money.
What do you mean?
The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village.
Okay. Do you know how I can get back home? Can you tell me where I am? Because I really need to get home. My darling will be so worried.
You're at the Dead Horse.
Okay, it looks medieval. Maybe I traveled through time. And what year is it now?
Year? What do you mean?
The time it takes for the Earth to make one revolution around the sun.
Oh, you've been listening to the astrologers' nonsense. Everybody knows that the Earth is flat. But I get you. It's 200 after the ancient contract and 210 after... no, never mind.
And what is the name of our beloved kingdom?
The kingdom. And it is definitely not beloved here in the village. Do you have any other questions?
How can I get a town pass?
It's rather complicated. The Inquisitor can grant a town pass, or you can just purchase citizenship. Let me think. You know, there is one villager who can help you. Miss Charm. Maybe she can help you.
And I'd like to trade you some fresh meat.
Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal stamp on it. Many years ago, there was an accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by royal authority. And I don't need any trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp?
Actually, no.
I don't even want to know where you can get unauthorized meat, but wow, it looks really good. Without a stamp, my hands are tied.
Where can I get this stamp?
Oh, you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it'll cost you a bundle. But there's another way. I'll tell you just because we're neighbors. Come closer. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp. But to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every Venus Day. I bet she can help you to find Snake.
Thanks. So I guess our scheme now is we're going to buy or get a royal stamp in order to start selling human meat to the population.
Oh, Keeper, could you kindly take this letter to our local blacksmith, Cresvold?
Sure, where can I find him?
The southeastern corner of our village.
Okay, well, we have to go see the blacksmith. Good thing it's the daytime. Oh, there's also somebody over here I didn't get a chance to talk to. You must be the new graveyard keeper. So I've been told, but how did you know? Oh, if you live as long as I have, you'll probably learn how to read people too. But where's my manners? I'm Mrs. Chain, Horadric's wife. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions about... Oh, you better talk with my husband. He is in charge here. He's not only the tavern keeper, but also the elected head of the village. Besides, he really does like to talk. All I can do is to sell you some recipes. Recipes? Okay. I do want to trade. Fish, tasty, healthy, sweet baking, and pies. Okay. That'll have to be for later. For now, it's raining, and we need to go to the blacksmith, which I know where it is, thankfully. He's over here. There he is, just standing around.
Hey, what are you staring at?
Nothing, just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are?
Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name is Cresvold.
Unfortunately, huh? Let's give him the letter. I have a letter for you from Heredric.
Letter, of course. 1 minute away, and he can't be bothered to come here.
That's a hard voice.
1 minute away, and he can't be bothered to come himself. I guess old habits never die. Thank you. Sorry for my nagging. It seems it's my new habit. Slimes again. Heredric has asked me to get rid of them. I don't have the time for those pesky little green bastards, but maybe you can help. Take this rusty sword and an energy potion. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with a whetstone on the grinder right behind me. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need it to repair your shovel sometimes. If you manage to kill them, bring me their remains, and I'll spare you some materials. They should be right up to the up the other side of my house, near the puddles.
Okay. So different actions in the game spend your energy. Crafting, gathering, and fighting take energy. Fighting has been known to take health as well. Press space to attack. You can always refill your health and energy with food and potions. Press tab to open inventory. Sleeping will also restore your health and energy. Ask him where to find metal ore. You know what? I like to work with metal myself. Where can I find some ore?
You can find metal ore in swamp soil. There's a huge swamp to the west across the river. I used to collect ore there before the bridge collapsed.
You've unlocked a new technology and got furnace. We can also create iron ingots, a raw piece of iron forged in the shape of an ingot. We can gather swamp iron from boggy soil, which is actually true. There are iron deposits that gather in swamps and bogs. That is one of the early sources of iron, which is actually crazy to think about. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Let's trade. Do you have anything worth trading? I don't even have any money, so I don't know why I'm looking. Let's grind our sword and get it ready to go, and maybe we can get that swamp. You know. I think down here is what he said. Is this the way to go? I don't think it's gonna let me through.
Out to the town is closed. You need a town pass.
Okay. I actually haven't been to the town yet. I do have a town pass, but I never got around to doing it. I am curious about what's going on in the town. Maybe we go this way. Oh, there they are. Easy. Very easy. Hey, buddy. Here you go. Defeated the slimes. We got simple iron parts.
Good job. Take this whetstone. Just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be as good as new.
Now we have jelly. We can create green jelly and red jelly. Cool. So now I have a whetstone. I have 5 pieces, a story, 2 energy potions. We're just rocking it right now. Alright, let's head back. We know what's up now. We know what's up. So this is the inn, and we know that in order to get to it, we got to go east-west. Easy stuff. In fact, it should show up on our map now. Yep. Wheat farm, the village, and then the pathway to our home. I mean, it's even like Stardew in the fact that like home is west, town is east, or village is east. East is, I should say. Village is east, I should say. Boom. There we go. Some suspicious stuff going on up there. I wonder what's happening. Ah, pissed. Pissed? Psst, come here. Where you been? I was at the village. This place is so weird, but it feels so real. And everybody's okay with me disappearing out of nowhere. Sod, you're just stealing my thoughts. Stealing. I remember. There's a cellar in your cottage. Some provisions must be stored there. Ooh, you've unlocked a new technology and got gathering edible mushrooms. gathering berry, and gathering apple. So we can do wild apple trees, we can do bushes, we can cook mushrooms. Wheat, exactly. I remember baking bread from it. And pies, sweet berry pies. Dough, pastry dough, and bread. Toast, onion toast. Oh, that's good with beer. Sard, you know what? I need a beer. This is beginning to feel like a one-sided relationship. Bring me a beer, and I'll tell you a lot of important stuff, like how you can get home. Questions? I need water. I will ask about this small road. Yes, can you tell me? It was rhetorical! Do I look like a magic head with answers? Well, technically, yes. Sard, you smartass. I'll be waiting for that beer at my place. No beer, no answers. Oops, he's gone. Let's go get these berries. We need food. And these mushrooms, too. More food, the better. Alright, we need to go to the cellar. The garden. Property and forfeiture. For commercial use, contact the tavern owner, Heredric. Okay, so if we want the tavern, we'll have to talk to Heredric. Or sorry, if we want the garden area, we'll have to talk to Heredric, is what I meant to say. Let's do a little quick cleaning while we're here. So we have a few amenities. These are the basics. We've got a grindstone. We've got storage for logs and stones. We've got a well for water. We've got the blueprints and a chest here for storing items. So this is usually where I like to start putting my kit, my equipment. And I keep my food and stuff inside, usually. So, mushrooms go in here. Berries will go in here. Flesh will go downstairs. We'll put that downstairs. Or actually in the morgue, I should say. I do want to get a couple of sticks. I need fuel. We're going to need some fuel here. Perfect. 2 of those. And then we should be able to make... Can I not bake mushrooms yet? Okay. I cannot cook mushrooms yet, sadly. What's that sound? Damn gate. I'll come here every night if I have to, but I'll get through eventually. Scary. Looks like I can remove this blockage and fortify the arch. There's also a bunch of crap down here. We got flour. And more flour. And even more flour. And a recipe for something simple and tasty. Baked mushrooms and baked apples. Awesome. Over here, we might as well clear these out. Looks like the old cellar for wine. Some flitch, some nails. So flitches are your basic wood item. Nails are also your basic iron item. Eventually, you'll need to upgrade to different types of wood and different types of iron equipment. But that'll be for later. For now, I think we're just clearing some crap out. Alright. So, something to do tomorrow is to meet the merchant. That is, if we don't have something randomly pop up that we have to do. I should probably bake a bit of bread at least. Start baking bread. But yeah, going into town. Oh, look, it's Yorick. What did I say? I'm so refreshed. Good, it's much nicer without him at the graveyard. I'm still so sad though. But I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh, fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul's vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red skulls, and good deeds are white skulls. Even the best decorations can't make a graveyard a peaceful place when it is full of red. /T. I don't know, it says /T there. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you don't. You better take a good care of that graveyard. I'll be watching you. I can't do anything. I'm so sad, Pooh. All human remains have their own unique spiritual attributes. A corpse gets its red skulls and white skulls from its body parts. You can change a corpse's skull composition by removing organs and embalming. The main way to increase your graveyard's decoration status is to decorate graves with objects that have more green. So laurels, I think is what that would be called. So more laurels. Each line that has both white skulls and laurels counts as one white skull laurel line. So I guess decoration line. I don't know. Lines that have red never count, but you can still. But you need to fill them with green to reach white lines. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Let's get that bread started. Oh, I need to make dough first. In order to make dough, I need water, so I need to go get water now. But before we do, let's go to the town, and I think we can find the merchant there. He comes on Coin Day, which is what I call this one, Coin Day. It's going to take a minute to walk over there, but it's important. One of the nice features I like is that you get all these footsteps left behind from when you walk through an area, and it kind of almost forms like paths to themselves. They almost form paths themselves, which is really neat. I don't know how persistent they are. Sometimes they seem to disappear, but in some places they stay for a pretty long time. There he is, the merchant. Let's introduce ourselves.
Hello.
Greeting, villager. If you have any spare silver, I can offer you amazing, tasty things. Tasty and rare. I humbly apologize, but I'm not buying any of your stuff. Unless it's something invaluable. And I doubt that you can find something like that here. Actually, I'm new here. Everybody thinks I'm the keeper at the local graveyard. But I'm from another world and I need to go back. I understand all too well. This world is not mine either. Oh, thank God. Mine is a world of grandeur. The palaces of the town. But I'm not so lucky to be highborn. So I have to earn my coins here, in this onion potato hell. Scare him to cure his hiccups. Boo! Are you mad? What are you doing? I was only trying to help you with your hiccups. That was a fool thing to do. I just need a little time. That shark fin steak I ate this morning was so delicious, but I have to admit that the golden fried butterfly wing stole the show. Seems like you're okay now after my little surprise attack. Oh, I shouldn't have been hiccuping, sorry. Seems so. So he offers a lot of things that are incredibly expensive, including 50 silver for gold. So we're not going to do that, but we have talked to him now. Cool. Oh, I should sell. I didn't sell my burial certificate. I need to buy a beer. Let's do it. Let's do it really quickly while we're here. Oh, and we got a corpse too. It's good. Good you know how to use a sword. Griswold told me about how you helped him. Here, have a beer. It's on the house. Oh, great. Ask about the garden. I found an abandoned garden near the graveyard. Can you tell me anything about it?
Oh, the garden. It was seized by the merchant to cover someone's debts. I can't find anybody who will make any use of it. I can give you permission to use the garden. Who else would agree to grow crops near the graveyard?
Okay. Keep listening. Sounds great.
Good, but you'll still need to talk to the merchant. It's his property. It's not exactly proper to give you permission without his approval, but it'll be fine if you just promise to settle the details with him later.
Sure, I'll talk to him. Cool.
He comes to trade with the locals every coin day. He owns the barn just south of the tavern.
Awesome. And we'll take that. Take that, our first bit of money. He should still be here, so let's go talk to him about the garden and see if we can arrange a deal with him. Arranger gave me permission to use the garden near the church. I need to discuss the terms of use with you.
Oh, I totally forgot about that dead weight. Oh, I shouldn't be hiccuping. It cost me so little. But of course, that was so many years ago, and due to inflation and the good soil, why, now it's a valuable commodity.
Hehehe.
Let me see, how about 10 gold?
That's too much.
Oh, okay, what about 5 gold?
That's also too much. I'm short on money. Maybe we can discuss some kind of barter.
I see. You're a poor man who wants to earn a little money by growing crops. We can discuss the terms of your rent, but first, let's see how good a farmer you are. Let's make a deal. You deliver a batch of carrots, cabbages, and beets. Then I'll see you as a serious business partner, and we'll make a long-term deal that's profitable for both parties. What do you say? Deal. As soon as I have my first harvest, I'll bring it... Oh, sorry. As soon as I have my first harvest, I'll bring it to you. One more thing. If you have the time, I'd like to ask you for a small favor. How can I help you? My friend, I like delicious food, but lately I've been having stomach problems. After a good dinner, I get the hiccups. It's driving me mad. A friend of mine from the wine club told me that hiccup grass can help. I believe there's plenty of it in the swamp. I'd be very grateful if you could bring me some. Sure, I'll look around for some. Alright, we need hiccup grass then. And crops. Well, it looks like we have our work cut out for us already. There's also other places around here. I'm not going to visit them right now, but like down here, this is where you would get seeds, for example. This is where you can buy wheat and flour. Some tools, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think that's stone. That's for lumber. There's a lumberjack up there. This is where they prepare the wood. Cows, pottery, eggs for chicken stuff. Blacksmith. This is where the merchant is, and that's where the tavern is. And then out this way, there's more stuff over here. And out this way, there's more stuff that way, past the bridge. But we're not getting there just yet. We have plenty of work in front of us still. Can we forage flowers yet? Yes, we can. So we can get flowers too. That's the other thing. I might hold off on that for now, just because it's better when you have training in insects, because then you can get insects with the flowers you collect. Oh, there's our body, by the way. I need to go deal with that. All right, so we're gonna go to the morgue. I'm gonna deliver this beer. Oh shit. Where's my beer? There you go. Ah, what a disappointment. I think I need something stronger. Alright, you seem like a decent guy, so here's some advice. Stop running around bragging that you're from another world. Today you whisper that to a drinking buddy in a tavern. Tomorrow your face is on every pole in the town. So if you want to keep yours, just stop. Maybe he's right. I should be more careful. So what was your question? I have some questions. How can I get home? Easy. I'm sure you could use the portal on Witch Hill. Do I just need to go through it or what? Do I need to turn it on first? I obviously don't have a brain inside here, so I'm not sure where this knowledge is coming from. I've told you everything I can remember. Maybe some books from the library could help you. Wow, the church has a library in its cellar. Or maybe astrologer knows something. He's a smart man. He used to steal books from libraries when he was a kid. I used to do that too. I mean, that's not good to do, but hey, sometimes you just love a book so much that you know they're going to replace it later. It's not a good habit. How can I get to the library? Obviously through the church, and I think your wine cellar might be connected to the church cellar. Oh, even the morgue is connected. There's a network of tunnels down here. Nets, I used to like fishing. I remember fishing. Once I caught a fish sorry, I got no hands to show you how big it was, but believe me, it was huge. I hate fish tails. Once... You know what? I need to go. Sure. It's nice to have legs. Don't forget to bring me some wine. I guess we need to bring him wine now. Astrologer? Oh, he's so smart and very cheerful. Though I don't know him personally, I think. But his wine was the best. And he was a big friend of the lighthouse keeper. They used to hang out at the lighthouse every moon day. Where is the lighthouse? Somewhere near. Let's see. Sorted, I don't remember. All these questions are so frustrating. You're not a very good friend, you know. I need to give him more wine. See you later. But first, autopsy time. I need to take my pound of flesh. And bury him. We'll put him in the hole. It's a good thing the meat doesn't rot. That's a good thing.
Well, we don't have access to the church just yet. We're going to have to get the graveyard in proper order before we can do anything like that. As you can see, it's currently chained. There's also all this shit back here. But it is worth a lot of points. Also, the sign here. This area is closed due to cultist activity. Please address any concerns to the Inquisitor. So if we want to open up this space for more burials, we'll need to talk to the Inquisitor first. This is that box where we buy stuff like exhumation licenses and things like that. So that's going to be useful later. Oh, this isn't actually improving the graveyard. This is just... this isn't actually doing anything. But that's okay. Do I have any more kits? I don't think I have any more kits. So I can't really fix more of these. I can just replace some of the components here, which is going to be probably a little bit easier. But it's fine. We need, we need green points anyway. And we're going to need to clean this space out anyway, so we might as well do it now. I don't know if any of these trees will come down. I think they're too small still. But we can also check what technologies we can afford now. We have 25 red points and 70 green points. So we have a few things. We can get our next tier of upgrades for hacking people up, basically. We can also get simple gravestones, which would probably be really useful. I'm going to get that one. I'm going to get both of these. Well, I'll start with the hard spares. And we'll probably get red points pretty fast here, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. We'll get as many of these early tier items as we can. But it looks like we almost have all these bushes out of the way finally. Once we have some more technology, we can cut these trees out. Don't think there's anything else we can really do on this side. At least not right now. So... I guess we can plot out the rest of the graves. We can do that. So we'll do that, and that. And that way we'll have an idea of what the cemetery will look like. We have a lot of space, but I have a feeling it's going to fill up fast. Perfect. I didn't count, but that's a lot. We can also put in flower beds later. Once we have more supplies and stuff. Do I have a chest or anything down here? I don't. I'm gonna find a place to put this meat. I guess I'll have to put it into my house, which I don't like the idea of that, but hey, we'll do what we can. And then we're going to just start working on getting some materials together. More stones, more logs, more sticks, more everything. As much as we can get. It's cleanup time. But it's a charming game. I think it's very charming. I've been enjoying it so far. I'm so refreshed. Isn't that great? So... we can make some dough. That's one of the first things we should be doing here, I think, is getting some water. We'll get a few buckets. And what you have to do is consume the bucket. And then it'll drop water. So now we have water. We can put this in here with our flour... and I guess we can... I don't want to put the meat in there. I'm going to put the meat on the side here. And then, just to keep things clear, because you can access all of your shit in the zones that you're in. You don't actually have to have them in your inventory to use them. So I'm just going to leave these all in the chest here. And that way we can tap into them later. And then we can put these away here. I still need to sell this later. But I'll hold on to it now so I don't forget. But now we can make some dough. Make a lot of dough, actually, so we should make some bread. I don't know if I can make other things. You can make baked meat and onion to make a burger, which I think is great. You can also make some raw sliced meat. Also don't want to do that. I don't want to get kuru, I think is what it's called. I don't want to get prions. Prions would be bad. But we will make a bunch of dough. And if we just drop it in here, all we have to do now is just to burn them like this. Well, not burn them, but cook them, basically. And there you go, boom. Easy peasy. That's not good. But that does tend to happen sometimes. It just takes a quick hop over to the grindstone to fix everything up again. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of work to start with. There's a lot of little components to deal with now. A lot of little places to go. A lot of cleanup to do. But this is the foundation of our work here. As we get more stone, more lumber, more points especially. More points are really important. We'll be able to do more. You can see up here, this is the vineyard. The vineyard is hard to access. You can only get to it from that gate over there, or you have to break this this barrier here. You can access it from that point. All right, this is going swimmingly. But now we're out of energy, so it's time to go back to bed. Before that, I'm going to grab these soft spares. So now we have 5 things we can extract out of people's bodies. Which is weird to say, but those are actually really important things. All of them are pretty much needed for something. So I can actually go through them really quickly here once we're done sleeping. At least from what I've seen. So, here. Unless we have an unwelcome visitor. We do not, thankfully. So, meat, obviously. You can sell it, you can eat it. Skulls, they're needed for like some sort of construction. Bones, you can turn them into white powder for porcelain and for alchemy. Skin, you can turn into paper, as well as armor. But blood is definitely for alchemy, mostly. And fat is used for candle making, which is actually really important, surprisingly. Alright, but now we've done a little work, and we've slept into the night. And we'll start working here now. So I think we'll start spreading out our cleanup to the outlying areas here. And you can see up here, we've got iron. This is our iron source now. So if we want to get some iron and get started on that, that's a great step, I think. But first, we'll deliver this wood. We're going to need a lot of that, too. It's also like Stardew, where trees will grow back over time. So if you chop a tree, it'll come back. You don't need to worry about losing it or replanting it, thankfully. Also, we're going to need a lot of the stone for a furnace. Furnace is like step 1 on like doing a bunch of important shit. Iron parts are like highly necessary. Eventually you'll be able to do things like get quarries and stuff. And in fact, you'll even be able to use some of the corpses as manual labor at some point, which is very funny. But yeah, you'll be able to turn them into zombies that do work for you, which is kind of the way to max out your productivity, I found. You need zombies at a certain point. Otherwise, you're just running around with like a chicken with your head cut off. So I can't get those red ones. I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. But we can definitely pick up some iron, so we might as well start collecting some of that too. Also, I have bread, so we can actually go for a little bit here. But this is going to be our first iron source. There's another set, like the blacksmith said, there's another area closer to the swamp where there's a lot more iron. And then there's a quarry for iron as well. Uh-oh. Back key. Look at that. Fucking pro status. Don't fuck with me. Oh, this bread did not do much at all. There we go. Burnt house. Burnt house. That's also near the vineyard. How much do we have so far? We're already at 37. That should be 41. There's the end. It's 45. I think this will be 49. Yep, 49. Just gonna quickly poke that. There's no way I can remove it. I'll get the stones while we're here too. Stones are also valuable. We need them. I'm such a fighter. Boom. It's got some green jelly there. Alright. And then we'll get these final stones. And that's most of the garden cleared. At least most of this northern area. I guess these bushes too. Got it. We gotta get these out too. But yeah, mushrooms spawn back as well, so you can always forage for mushrooms when you need them. A lot of things will grow back if you just leave them alone. This thing's a meditation spot right here. I don't have the materials yet, but we can go get some river sand. The Inquisitor! I just seen the Inquisitor right nearby, going up the path to Witch Hill. Oh, sorry to kill me, or even worse. Calm down, I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on this hill that will help me get home. Alright, let's go figure out this situation. I can tell you where Witch Hill is. It's right over here. Let me grab some berries while I'm here. Get a little bit of extra energy. Oh, I'm out of energy. Can I eat these two? No, not yet. Alright. Let's go find this Inquisitor guy. He sounds like a real scary dude. Inquisitor's Joy. Everything is ready, Monseigneur. Were there any problems? No, Monseigneur, except there was this strange fella snooping around. Oh, there he is! Halt! Guys, calm down. I live here at the graveyard. He calls us guys? Why, he's a cultist for certain, Monseigneur. I know the bishop. You know, the bishop is a good friend of mine. He appointed me as keeper of the local graveyard. Interesting. But I can believe you're a friend of his, though it's not a terribly impressive feat. Just pay him a compliment and he's your friend. But appointing someone to the graveyard is certainly outside his area of responsibility. I'll have to visit him and remind him again of the limits of his authority. Would you join me at the witch burning ceremony? Uh-oh. I guess I don't feel like I'm in a good position to ignore this request, so I will say yes. It would be my honor. So how did you find yourself in such an interesting position? I'm going to lie. You know, I've wanted to be a graveyard keeper ever since I was a kid. I strongly suggest you avoid bothering people with such silly stories. Here I am, the Great Inquisitor. I protect the one true faith and humankind itself. We're having a tough time in the town. The ship of the dead is already overloaded, and there's a new one stuck in the shipyard. Your graveyard is opening again at a suspiciously auspicious time. The dark cult is rising. I can feel it. Righteous anger rises with it in my soul. We've burned thousands of witches and heretics for 30 years, and it's only the beginning. Burn the witch! Burn! Light the fire! Oh my god.
Yes, sir, Monsignor.
No!
Long live the Great Inquisitor! Hurrah!
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 Wow, this is some fucked up shit. So you work with lots of dead bodies, huh? What a line, buddy. Yes, I think it's part of my job. You live right beside the sill near the graveyard, that right? I don't like where this is going. Yes? Interesting. You know, I need someone to be my friend here at the village. A friend of mine is a friend of the Holy Inquisition. I don't trust the villagers. They don't go to church and even refuse to lay in their graves after death. But you're new here. You might notice something unusual. I'm gonna say no. I've agreed to go to his little meeting, but I'm not gonna be his friend. I'm not interested in that kind of friendship. See, well, it's up to you. I just hope that you don't become my enemy. You may live now. Live? You mean leave? Return to your duties. Okay. Well, that's done, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like it, y'all. It's scary. But I guess now we have access to the hill, and you can actually go and see the vineyard here. Although we can't really do anything with it right now. We're gonna have to wait till we have more access. Hilariously enough, we have to talk to that guy about opening up the vineyard. But not right now, later. Let's go talk to Jerry. Jerry! Just gotta get some of this crap out of the way while we're here. Damn it. Never mind. Here. Alright. We have points. Let's spend some points really quick. We've got simple gravestones unlocked. We don't have anything for book writing yet. But now we have gathering and garden beds, and we can update these. We can do beekeeping. We can transplant, so we can do places for apple trees and blueberry and berry bushes. I don't have 10 blue dots, so I can't do Master Gatherer, but I can do Improvement. Now we can build trunks, and we can build garden beds with sticks. Awesome. We can also go and do Primitive Forging to get nails and small iron parts, as well as a wooden anvil. We can also make glass now. So both of those are at our fingertips now, which is super awesome. Next thing we need is we gotta do some sawing, so I need to... Why can't I do this? Oh, this hasn't updated yet, that's why. No big deal. Spent all my red points, so we need more red points now. Let's talk to Jerry. Oh, he doesn't care. Why don't we go to sleep then? And we can start working on the workshop area. Oh, there's my bread. My bread! Hashtag my bread. So we're still just in the baby phase right now. We haven't even unlocked anything important. It gets pretty bonkers from there. There's a lot going on in this game. And I haven't even tapped into any of the DLCs yet, so I'm sure there's even more going on there. But anyway, every time I wake up and I come back, I put in some more bread and I pick up some more bread. That way I have bread. There's always bread. Bread, bread, bread. Alright, iron goes in, sticks go in. I need to put my food in here so I can keep my inventory clear. Alright. Let's start building. Tutorial building. Use the blueprint desk to access the building interface and start building or removing an object in the area. Some objects will be built immediately. Some of them will need a little extra work with your hammer. This will spend time and energy. Alright, so we can start with a furnace. So we can kind of twist it around like this. So I think there aren't any like perfect places to put this stuff, so I think I'll just put it. I'm gonna keep it tight. I'm gonna put it right here, next to the well. So we can start with that. I need more wood and things like that, but we need points first. So hopefully this will award some points. We can start our iron production. Alright. More sticks. Which is good. We need just a little bit more red. I think this will actually get us enough red to unlock sawing. Yep, there we go. And now we can saw. We can make a sawhorse. Sawhorse, it's just sticks, so super easy. I like keeping it close to where the wood is. We'll put it right there. And there you go, sawhorse, all done. So next on the list, we need wood billets. We need 2. So these are wood billets. They're basically just rounds, like log rounds. So now we have enough to be able to put together a wood anvil. So we'll keep the wood anvil close to the furnace. We'll put it right there. We can also eventually make things like trunks and things like that. We don't have the metal for it yet. Yard space, that's another thing we can do as well. More stone, more timber. But for now, we're pretty much done up on all the stuff we can kind of craft. So if we want, we can make nails, we can make simple iron parts off this anvil. We're just waiting for it to be finished, basically. We can also make flitches and more billets here. So we'll just make a couple of flitches while we're here, because we'll need them. There we go. Easy peasy. And we'll stuff everything in here. Awesome. So do we earn some points off of that? Not enough to really pick up anything yet. But we should, at the very least, cut some more trees and fill up our logs, like our log cache, our log supply. This is an important job, and one you can eventually delegate to zombies. But for now, it's our job. If we don't have wood, we can't build anything. And we need a lot of wooden markers. That's first of all, we need a lot of wooden markers. Second of all, we need a lot of wooden grave fences. That way we can get our grave looking ship shape. I don't think we're going to be able to make it happen by tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Sunday. Am I actually out of energy here? Nope, there we go. But we can probably get it done within the next week. The next game week, that is. But for now, it's going to be slow going. We're just going to chop some trees, get some logs, get the work done. My only complaint so far from playing this game is that I wish they would give you more options for speeding up your character. Because at no point have I ever seen any option for your character to go faster. Which is very silly. Feels like a thing you would include. But hey, I'm not the guy who developed it, you know? Right. Also, here's a fun pro tip. You can just do this. So observe this. Instead of taking them one at a time, you can save yourself some time by stacking them and then pushing them. Perfect. So that's all the tall trees in that little nook there. I'm going to try and collect as many mushrooms right now. I'm going to avoid the flowers for the moment because I don't really need to waste my time with them. Once we have insects, we can start collecting them and collect insects at the same time. Looks like our iron finished. think that's most of the wood we can put. I think we could probably put a little more in. But for now, we probably need to find a way to... Can I chop wood yet? Do I have a place to chop wood? Don't have a chop spot yet. Can I get a chop spot? Yes, I can. So now we can actually get proper fuel. We make some billets. Come back here. Now we have a chopping spot. We can put the chopping spot... I like putting it here, I think. Seems like the right spot, right there. Now we can make wood wedges and firewood here. So I'm going to make like 4 of these. Oh, I don't actually have enough of these. I thought I had more billets. Never mind. There we go. Can I eat all the wood? I already ate everything. Okay. Sometimes you just have to kind of space things out over a couple days in the early game, it seems. There's some bread. I can do that. I don't know how much this is going to carry me, but let's try. Cool. There we go. So now I can do this. And now we have 375 fire units. And I can get ready for bed. After, of course, we hit the technologies. So really the most important ones. This is just your list of recipes. I should go through this, by the way. This is anatomy and alchemy, so this is everything that's important for you to be able to know what to do when it comes to chopping up bodies. Theology, everything to do with managing the church and putting all your church stuff together, especially your graveyard. Book writing, this will be something for the future, but eventually this is how you will kind of source all your blue points. Farming and nature, this one's obvious. This one is basically, you know, gardening and plants and all that shit. We've been working on that already. Smithing, iron, glass, all that sort of stuff. Building, it's for wood, stone, and all the construction tricks and stuff like that. Right now, we really need to build up our infrastructure, so I do feel like sticking to things like mining or building is probably good. We don't really have the points for anatomy or theology right now. Probably going to be one of these. We can do decay if we want a compost heap, but we don't really have a garden set up yet. So that'll probably have to wait. We can probably mine things. We'll probably be mining iron soon. So we'll take that. In fact, I think I can actually take both. Hold on. Yeah, I can take decay as well. So we'll take that one as well. And we'll hit the hay. You're tuned into the Kahtide online stream. Hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are. If you're catching me on Twitch or on YouTube, I hope you are having a lovely time, my friends. We're playing Graveyard Keeper. It's a lovely, lovely Stardew-like, I would say. That's how I would frame it, at least. It's pretty Stardew-like, but I like it. Anyway, what am I doing here? I need to focus. Also, I have not seen too many bodies come in. Which is interesting. I feel like we should be getting more. Oh, there's my iron. No. So let's start with making some wooden markers. We can make at least 2 of these. We can also make some more nails. Here. We have a nice pile of nails now, so we can make a bunch of wood markers. Alright. I don't have the equipment for making the little gray fences yet, but that'll be later. That'll be later. For now, I think we have enough to at least replace some of the busted markers. And there he is, the man of the hour. So we'll take those off, put these on. And that's reducing some of the points. -8. That's -7. See? Slowly, steadily, we're going to get this all looking nice. Oh, great fence. There we go. Okay. Boom. We might just be able to get this done before he leaves. If we can get ourselves to 8, I mean, that would be pretty nice. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Wrong one. Oh, and I don't have enough energy now. Great. Here. I'm going to do all of the ones I have in my inventory. And that's the last one. We'll just destroy the rest of these. One other gripe I have about this game is I wish I had more hotkeys. I would love more hotkeys in this game. Not enough hotkeys. So actually, if you look down here, I should show you this. This is actually the crematorium. It's not something we have unlocked yet, but this will be where we burn the bodies later. And honestly, we kind of have to, because the ash is really important. Not only for it's partially for graveyard decorations and partially for alchemy. All right. First ash. Hit the hay. Get some rest, and then get back to it. We need more points, we need more equipment, as much as we can get started with. Alright. And bread's ready. I love waking up to fresh baked bread. I love that. Okay, we need some more firewood. Let's start with some firewood, huh? What do you mean not enough? Oh, it's because of the billets. I keep forgetting I need to get billets, and it's not actual logs. There we go. The iron going. Oh, crap. Okay. Perfect. So billets are useful for firewood. They're also useful for the crematorium because you need them for burning bodies, actually. They're the only thing that gets hot enough to apparently turn everything to ashes. So the firewood actually goes way further in here. You can see how much fuel I have now, 600. In fact, I'm just going to probably put all of these in there. That'll probably keep us fueled for a long time. Oh, let me actually get some bread going. And eventually I'm going to start, once I have enough mushrooms saved up, I'm probably going to start making some mushrooms too. Mushrooms are a decent fuel source that are everywhere, basically, as long as you have the time to stop and grab them. All you need, I think, is just 3 or 4 mushrooms to do it, so it's not bad. Alright. More firewood. The rest of this stuff's going in here. Alright, boom. And you can make things like glass too, so speaking of that, we should probably go get some river sand while we're here. So I'll show you how to get some river sand. It's really easy. Super, super easy. There's kind of like sources of like materials here, like kind of quarries for sand and clay and things. So If you go up here, you can see these piles. These are your... Alright, I don't have the technology yet. Let's see if we can get the technology. What do we need for the technology? We can get stone working. I don't think it's stone working. Might be natural stuff. No? I don't actually know where it is. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll figure that out later. Oops. My bee. Well, let's get some kits then while we're here. That... I thought that was a red in there. I'm wrong. But anyway, that's where you would get your sand, basically. Okay, now we can get woodworking. So we can make wood planks, we can make pieces of stone, we can make repair kits. So if we want to repair things further, we can do that now. I should get some honey. I should get some more honey. I think with beekeeping, we now get more honey from the hives. But these are honestly, the best places to get energy from. Eventually, we'll unlock that area up there, and there will be more beehives, and we'll be able to start actually really investing in our bee farming, our apiary. For now, we're just getting 2, which is not great. There's also berries, so let's get some berries as well. There we are. I think these also come with nails and stuff in them, so if we actually pull these apart, we can get a few more nails out of them. Just flitch. But still, it's something. Every bit helps. Every bit helps. Mm-hmm. Nope, nothing in that one. Give me a nail. Come on. Nothing. Why do I remember them having nails in them? I don't know. Oh, and there's a body. Well, time to go and get it cut up. And we have more parts that we can collect now. So we're going to try and... Here's my strategy, at least the early game. We're going to get as many body parts as we can. And we're just gonna deal with some of the bad body consequences that we're going to have here. Eventually, we'll be able to have enough money that we can just exhume some of the more unpleasant corpses and put some nicer ones in. But for now, I need everything here. So blood. We'll take the blood. Flesh. Let's hope we don't mangle the corpse, but it is possible. Skin. Actually, everything honestly can go. Take all of it. Bone and fat. Somehow I did not mangle that corpse, which is shocking. Everything else that's left of this person is going to go into the grave now. Sadly, I don't have stuff for him, or them, to properly bury them with decorations, unfortunately. But we will get as much as we will get those soon. Those are some of my top priority items. There we go. And we'll go drop off the parts back home. These are going to be very useful in the future. The meat is just honestly best saved, because I think you get about, like, I don't know, 30 copper pieces per slab of meat, which I think it's even higher than that. It might actually be higher than that, which is a pretty good amount of money. If you save up a bunch of flesh, you can really sell a bunch of it and make a nice tidy sum. Shit. Nope. There we go. That one. 30 stone. That's nice. We've been collecting lots of stone. And back to bed. Let's see if we have any new technologies we can unlock. I just need more productivity points. I need those red points. I don't have enough of them. That's the problem. We could check out all the important parts. Brain, heart, intestines. We can unlock that. Those are less valuable from what I've seen. But that's okay. Not every body part has to be equally valuable. I, at the very least, haven't found good uses for them yet. Yeah, let's keep going. We're just gonna get some lumber. More mushrooms never hurts. Just more materials for now. As we get more of these materials, we'll get more points, and then with more points, we'll have more things to unlock. At least up until a point. At a certain point, blue points almost become a requirement. So we will have to... At that point, we'll probably have enough stuff then figured out that we can really start investing in the library. But before we even think about that, we need to get into the church first. We haven't even gotten into the church yet. At least I don't have to impress Grandpa within a year. Yeah, within 2 years. You know? I just have to get back to my wife that I got isekai'd away from. My wife! Not my wife! Sorry, I had to check something. Apologies for the little flicker. I think we'll do like this night and then one more night. I think that's where we'll round it off for now. It's a good start to the game. Good start. I think we're making some great headway. We've already unlocked a lot of the key stuff so far. We even have a working forge. We're getting iron. Tell you the truth, I wasn't not this far along when I was playing earlier. Okay. I'm just kind of clearing space out here right now. We're gonna have to do it anyway one day. Look at all those points we're earning off of this. Cleanup has never been so profitable. Okay, just checking what needs it and what doesn't need it. So you can see some of these, like this needs it, this needs it, this needs it. Blue points, I mean. We can get tools. So we can start making tools, which is good. We definitely need better tools. But again, a lot of this stuff, I mean, I guess we can do forging next, and some of this stuff we can do. But most of it needs blue at some point. Well, let's see if we can forge something really quickly. I don't know if we can actually do it on the wood anvil, though. Okay. Looks like we can. I just need parts. I need simple parts. And I need more energy. Damn. There. Okay. So... There. Okay, now we have enough. Actually, if I do one more set of these, I will actually have just enough material to work with to make all of these tools. That's awesome. And I'll just eat a little bit more bread. You know me, I'm always getting that bread. Awesome. Oh, and that was worth so many red points. That's so good. Not enough, though. I'm going to put them down here. My other tools. There we go. That'll be my basement tool rack. I'm running out of juice again, so let's get back into bed. But first, is there anything else I can purchase? Doesn't look like it. No, doesn't look like it. I think we just need to build up more red points. And actually find some blue points for once. So next day, we need more markers. That's what we're going to work on. We need more markers. We need to be able to start setting up some of those, some fences. I think those are available somehow, somewhere. Hold on. Carpenter's workbench. That's what I need. I need more simple iron parts and more flitches. Easily done. Alright. Carpenter's workbench. It would have fit perfectly there. No. Fine. I will... Can I fit in there? I'll just do that. I can also get a stone cutter. Cool. So I think that's all the new things we've got. Let's build them. Cool. Also cool. So we can make planks, wood repair kits, we can make those here. We can make fences here. Okay. And then here we can get iron ore out, we can make stone repair kits, and gravestones. Oh yeah, we need a few of those. I have plenty of stones, let's start making these. These are going to be very useful, I think. And a great source of red. They take a lot of energy to make, though. Which makes sense. I mean, it's a headstone. It's gonna be probably tough. Hey, but now we can actually probably buy another technology. Where was that one I was looking at? Here we go. Advanced forging. You can make complex iron parts and iron chisels, as well as an actual anvil. Which is great. We can actually get rid of that anvil now. If we want to. Well, I want to see what it's going to cost me. 4 iron. I don't think I have 4 iron. We'll have to wait. As you can see, things quickly start to pile up over time. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Soundtrack's cute too. I like it. It's a nice little background ditty. It's 5 mushrooms, actually. My bad. It's 5 mushrooms. Oh, there's my iron. Anyway, let's get back to crafting these. I want to set them up and get the graveyard looking nice. Beautiful. Actually, just gonna eat all of those. There. Okay. Almost full again. Almost full. Alright, here we are. The old graveyard. So these two are fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna get rid of the wood markers, I think. And we can keep them in storage in case we need them for later. There we go. Now we're making some headway. We're at -2. -1. I think we have enough for everybody. Okay. What are we at now? Just at 1? We're just at 1 now. Okay. Hey, that's better than being in the negatives, right? That's better than being in the negatives. So this is the other place to check. I don't have technology for that either, but this is for clay. We'll get clay from there later. We can, I guess, check out what the bridge situation looks like, what we need. One plank, 4 flitches, 8 nails. We can easily do that. But I need wood. Which is, again, always the problem. Well, we'll put a little bit in the old bank here. How about that? Put a little bit in the wood bank. Just before we finish up here tonight. I think most of these are too big, but this one's small enough. I don't think I have any more food. Nope, I am out of food. I guess we will get ready for bed, but before we do that, I will quickly check our tech log and see if there's anything else we could pick up. It looks like weapons are available now. Okay. Nothing in book writing. Nothing else here. I think it's just the weapons now that are available. Sure, why not? So this will allow us to get a sword and iron armor, which we'll need. We need skin for, which is very funny. But boom, we have weapons. Hell yeah! Look at that, folks. We've made so much good headway. So I'll get us to bed, and for you'll catch me next week on Wednesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always. I hope you had a great time wherever and whenever you are. I hope you also join the stream. We'd love to have you live. Make sure to tell people about the stream as well, and tell me if you have anything you want to see or anything you don't like. I'm always open to critique and criticism. Until then, I wish you a fantastic weekend. Stay sleazy. Goodbye.